Good afternoon. Time to wrap it up for October the 30th, 2014. A little bit of weather trivia here. Our average first frost date for Wichita, Kansas is October 31st. We are scheduled to have our first frost the night of the 31st. So we're going to miss it by 24 hours. It's funny how that works. We came in today, had a trading range bias. We thought initial resistance was at 70 to 75. This was our sell band. The second, when we broke out from that one coming back, the second level was 80 to 85. We went all the way up to 94. So we had a huge day. 68 to 94. That's what, 27 handles, 26 handles for a 25-point day. We came in yesterday, QE3 ending versus this morning's GDP news. The GDP news and Yellen's speech were supportive for the economy, and the market rallied. So we got higher lows. Didn't really have a chance to sell the 70 area. Market gets up to 77. Here's our first legitimate short right here. Still looking at higher lows. So this market is being bought, and who's behind it? The 50-lot player. Even when the market paused in this area right here, when we came out of that, there was more length with the 50-lot player than there was before starting this quiet period. So the market trades up, and eventually gets all the way up here, and profit taking takes us back into our 85 area. So pretty strong market to the upside. The economic news won, and we've talked about this for a long time. Heads you win, tails you win situation. You just, if the economy is too weak and the stock market's not going to grow, the Fed will support it. If the Fed doesn't have to support it, earnings per shares are going to get bigger. You got two reasons to buy stocks. Now, there's a lot of economic news that comes out once you get past the headlines where it doesn't read so well, but the headlines rule. News algos pick up those headlines, and it's off to the races, to the upside or downside based on whatever the headline is. Had a new move here, another mom. Got a very, very strong P down here. Goldman has said that we're going to see new stock market highs. The Dow is certainly pointed that way, and the E-mini is probably not too far behind it. So we have an outside day today. It usually means trading range tomorrow. But if somebody put a gun to your head and you had to make a trade at the market right now, you would be a buyer. Is this confirmed on the F2 screen? Multiple distributions higher. New move up in F period. Very, very thin distributions. So we've had two distributions up, and looks like we're going to close a little bit above the midpoint. So we've got a P right here, and this one's telling you to buy weakness. So assuming a close here at 85, last rotation down stopped at 81.50, so buy one's 80 to 82. And then our breakout from 75, 77 will be buy two. And quite often the market will come back and retest the starting point of a new move up or a new move down. So buying this 77 area is really prime buy territory. On the sell side, you know, sell failure to take out 90, 94. It's kind of where we are. Tomorrow's news: personal income up 0.3. Personal spending +1. This is the number they key off of, this personal spending. PCE, because the Fed's not fighting inflation, +0.1, will not be paid attention to. Employment cost index, no one really pays any attention to it. It's an important number, but it's really hard to believe this number given the fact that wages are contracting and not growing. Chicago PMI at 60, that's lower than it has been. and in Michigan sentiment at 86.4, which is a pretty healthy number. So personal spending, number 1 focus, number 2 Chicago PMI, and number 3 Michigan sentiment. Will be how the news falls out tomorrow. In my most humble opinion, of course. No matter what we think about the market or how strong our opinion is, I mean, since March of 09, if you haven't gotten used to buying higher prices or the market going up on the lack of news or the market going up on bad news, I mean, where in the hell have you been? You can't fight the tape. You can't ignore what's going on, and otherwise you just get yourself killed. Okay, an inside day, usually after an auction we have a pause day, an inside day right here. It says pause day, so we'll be selling failure to take out today's high, then we'll be buying against today's lows to get started tomorrow. So it'll be a trading range day for the note. Looking at the F2 screen, it's a P. 20.5, 21.5 is where the 2-year and the 7-year took place. 30.5 is where, 30.5 is where the 2-year went. 20.5 and 21.5 is where the 5 and the 7-year went. So my guess is we'll probably close tomorrow's market in the 20 area. So where's the buy zone? We'll open it up a little bit on the idea the stock market can get going. 9 to 13, we're basically where we were this morning. Then 1 to 5. May take a 17 to get in. A lot of it depends on what happens to the E-mini this afternoon. And then we're going to sell failure to take out 20 to 24. The news is the same for the note, personal spending, Chicago PMI, and Michigan sentiment is where the news focus will be tomorrow. Okay, the knob spread held where it was, just below 15 all day. Didn't really go anywhere. If there would be a 10, my guess is it'd be profit taking on the knob spread selling tomorrow. We've got a D distribution right here. You can just kind of see a saddle, and which means we should have sellers against the buck and perhaps buyers down here in the 8 to 12 area. So I'll put buy 1, 8 to 13. Then 1 to 5. On the sell side, last rotate up was 23, then 22, and then 19. So I'm going to make it sell failure to take out 24, 28. I've been pretty good at underestimating where the bond could trade, but it may take a 19 or 20 to get in. But we'll start out giving it a little room because of the extra volatility. Okay, as per this morning, gold looks like it's headed lower. End of QE3 is bearish for gold. No doubt about it. We have Bs today. We had Bs behind it coming out of yesterday's market, Bs coming out of London. So this market is in the sell mode. I think we're headed for 85 anyway. First support is going to be at 95. I think we can do better than that, but that is where first support is. Then you can see we have this low volume number down here, basically at 90. So buy 2 is going to be 90 plus or minus. Got this low volume area at 03 to 04. We're at 98. Last rotate up was 12, then 01, then 02.5. So selling 2 to 5, and then 7 to 10. Basically, resistance is probably 12.05 plus or minus, and the support's at 90 to 95. Okay, crude's kind of an interesting play right now. The a lot of articles are popping up from the various services talking about what is the break-even price for shale crude oil production in the United States. And I've seen before it became really popular, 45 to 53 for the Texas structure and 50 to 60 for the North Dakota structure. I don't know where it is. You get various estimates from people. So some of the stories coming out of will be Saudi Arabia is going to crush their competition, which is all fine and good, and that would explain it, but it still doesn't, it won't change the fact that we have big reserves getting bigger all the time over here that we can tap anytime that we want. And the Saudi marketing thrust is really towards Asia now, not so much to North America. I mean, it's just the long transportation route. So you can't pipeline it to the Mediterranean or to the Atlantic Ocean. It's easier for Persian Gulf oil to move to China, Japan, Singapore, India, etc. And that would be the natural flow. So we know there's a buyer below 80.50. We know there's a seller above 82.50 up here, and we're just kind of right in the middle. We have a B pattern, suggests we're going to go lower. So we'll play for a little lower, 80.25 to 80.50. Might take a 75 again, don't know, but I'm going to play for the cheap. And then 75 to the buck, stops below 80. On the sell side, 81.50 to 75, 25 cents below where we were this morning, and 82 and a quarter. Now to the euro. Didn't really find any stories any time today that would explain why the rally in the euro. But it did rally. And we have to be cognizant of that fact. I've got it on nickel price increments, which is a little wide, but you can see right here this 26.30 to 26.50 area is pretty good resistance. So maybe stops above today, 40 to 50, sell one, and then 75 plus or minus for sell two. On the buy side, 75 plus or minus, and then we'll make it 50 plus or minus for buy two. And that's it for October 30th, 2014. I will see you bright and early in the morning. In the meantime, y'all have a great evening, and we'll get after it, and we'll shake that money tree in the morning. I'm out of here.